First of all, I just want to start off by saying that this is not a how to draw video or a draw my life video. This video is my rant on bullying. Yeah, it seems kind of like I'm copying some people, but the message just doesn't seem to be crossing a lot of people's minds. It goes in one ear, out the other. So I thought maybe I would try to. Bullying, not a very nice thing, is it? Believe me, I know what it's like to be bullied. On a regular basis. Not really regular, but occasionally at school, people pick on me. One student in particular, I'm not naming names. Wait. I'm sick of it. Because he's constantly picking on me. Calling me rude names, and well, you know, I'm kind of fed up with it. Well, this kid, he just doesn't seem to know when to quit. He harasses me. I remember in my 7th grade year of middle school, he was in my choir class. I am a choir student. He came up to me, and my friends had started a game, me and my friends. This kid had no part in it. He wasn't friends with any of us. He decided he was going to change the rules to my game. What it was is it was a modeling game, right? And he decides that the only way to be a judge of the models is if you yourself model as well. I was self-conscious, and I didn't want to. He had no right to change the rules to my game anyways. So he grabs my arm, and he yanks me off the counter I was sitting on, because our teacher allowed us to sit on a counter at the time. Well, I ended up smashing my face on a tuba and getting a nosebleed. Yeah, that wasn't very pleasant. But he didn't stop there. A year later, in 8th grade, I made friends with someone else when I visited places. And, well, this kid eventually began hating me as well. And told me that I would regret it if I spoke to him after he transferred to my school. So, I never spoke to him. I saw him hanging out with my bully and decided, hey, if they end up together, that might be kind of cute. Because me. Well, they didn't like that. I told my friend, and my friend went and told his friend, and they heard him tell. And they started blaming him for it. But I took the fall, because it was me. Yeah, they didn't like it, but I looked my old friend dead in the eye and say, I thought you didn't want me talking to you, so why are you talking to me? And he walked away. But the other one, my bully, he wasn't having any of it. So my teacher, upon seeing this, drags him out of the room by his shoulder to the office. This didn't stop the kid, because now in 9th grade, he picks on me still. He came up to me about a little ways into the school year and said, hey, Cameron, why did you perform oral on a guy for $5? I told him I didn't know what he was talking about, but he told me that there was camera evidence of it, and that he had seen me do it. I didn't know what he was talking about, because this kind of thing had never happened. So, I'm holding back, trying not to hit this kid. And as soon as he leaves, I go inside and I tell the principal. This was after school, but the principal was still there. The principal said he would talk to the kid the next day, but I never found out what happened after that. And let me tell you, I did not like that this kid was getting away with this stuff. No, I thought it was stupid that this kid never got punished. But he didn't stop after that either. No, he decides that he's going to tell me the next day. He decides the next day to harass me about the same subject. I ignore him. Then at the our school had an outing just before school ended, and he harasses me there again. I told a teacher about it, and the teacher told me to ignore him because it didn't really seem like much. What he said to me was, "Hey, Cameron, you gonna blow me like you did your friend? Oh wait, never mind, I don't want your germs on me." And I glared at him before walking off to go find a teacher. Still nothing happened. He still verbally calls me, he nicknamed me Dog Collar, because I like wearing choker-like necklaces, and I'll admit I do wear a dog collar sometimes. But only because it's comfortable. But I don't let that one get to me, but being bullied and being harassed, I know how hard it is, okay? And it's stupid. It's completely and utterly stupid. I don't know why kids think it's a good idea, and I never will. But a couple years ago, in my 8th grade year, towards the beginning of the year, I had it like I was done with everything. I had a breakdown. I freaked out at my best friend, and this was 2 days after I had a failed attempt, and I told him that I didn't care about him anymore, that he was just not my friend anymore, because I had felt like he wasn't there for me before. Now, of course, I didn't mean it, but I was mad, and that made him mad too. And I'm surprised he and I managed to get past what happened, but I'm glad we did, because he's my best friend, and I don't think I could live without him. Moving on, I went to my therapist later on that same day. I had a school therapist, school counselor, but I viewed her as my therapist because that's pretty much what she was to me. I told her about my failed attempt, and she called my parents, who were extremely worried about me, and I landed myself in a psychiatric hospital. I felt like I needed to get there anyways, but I did not like it there at all. When I finally got out after about a month, I had changed, and not completely for the better at first. I snapped at all my friends. I did not want to be around anyone. And when my friend, who he was worried about me because I had disappeared, He came up and asked me where I'd been. I said, I was in a mental hospital. Now go away and leave me alone. I really don't want to see you right now. He was hurt, but he walked away anyways, and to this day I still feel bad about it, but we made up, and I just can't take it, you know? I'm sick of people picking on people. I'm sick and tired of people not seeming to care. I'm sick of people not realizing the effects their words and actions have on people. Because in the end, the person you thought didn't care, the person you thought was the happy-go-lucky person you couldn't hurt, that person's not going to be around for much longer in the end. Why? Because just like me, they couldn't take the pain, and they tried to take the easy way out. And some people actually succeed. And I want people to remember one thing.